Hi there, this is the video from the Group 77 introducing this Android application named Lost and Found. Let's start our introduction. Our motivation is that most of us are always lost something. However, even if someone finds our lost things, we have no chance to communicate with them. We built our application based on Google Map and add the part of the social features enabling users to chat with others. These are the features. Our users can log in and registration, search buildings on the map, have a look at the nearest building item list, put items they lost or found, and chat with the publisher, get notified when a new message comes, and modify their own personal page. Let's introduce all of the application features in detail. First of all, before we start the application, let's have a look at our user guide. And this is the first page of our user guide. This is the personal profile, totally 8 pages, and each page are the actual application pages in this application. And at the end, we just tap the start to first start our application. Because this is the first time, and our application will ask you for a dynamic location permission. And if you disable it later, it will be asked again. And now our markers show on the map. We move our camera to the campus, and we can see there are so many markers here indicating so many buildings. And you can tap the markers, and you can see the name of the exact building. You can search the building by this way, or if you think it's too complicated, just tap the search list on the top, and all the buildings can be found through their names. For example, we choose the Kenneth building. What I have to mention is that if you first click on a marker just to display the building's name, then you click it again and we can enter the building. And we can see there's a blank paper in this activity because there's no item published in this building. Then we have tried to publish our own items. We press the button on the top right corner and choose the publish in this button. You can see there are so many informations here we need to fill in. First of all, we know that we are not logged in. What will happen if we press publish button at this time? It just alerts us to log in first. Then we jump to the login page. If we type nothing in this page and press login button, basically our application will not let us to successfully log in. Because we are the first time to use this application, we choose the registration instead. And we did the same. We put nothing in the blank and typed the register button, and we failed. This time we type the email, username, and the password, then press the register button. Our application let us to register and automatically put us to log in the system. Then I will try the logout function, and we just log in it again with our email and password. This time we can see that we successfully log in this system. Then we go to the building again, that is the Kenneth Mayer building. We search it and double click the button and go to publish one. We choose the photo from the gallery. And here again, this application automatically asks us for the gallery permission. We choose the photo in our gallery and uploaded it. Then we need to provide the name of my lost item and my contact name and also the phone number so that others may contact you directly. You can also add some descriptions of your items which can specify this item is yours but not others. And then we can publish it. You can see that the item is here. And we click back and get into the building again. The item is still there. We type this item again and we can see the detail of the item. and we start to chat. Because this is the item that I published it, so I can't just chat with the publisher. We also have a found list for every building because someone may found something in the same building. And you can swipe to the found list through the top right corner. And also you can publish something you found with the same information required. Sometimes you may find that the item published is exactly matched the item what you lost. So you can press the item and proceed to the item detail page. And then you can notice the start chat button at the bottom. You can press this button to start a chat with the publisher. Basically, this application constructs a bridge between you and the publisher and enable you to have a chance to get the lost things back. These messages are sent automatically and immediately with the real-time database. Once a new message comes, we can get notified as soon as possible, and we can proceed to see the new message by press the top button message button, and we can press the relevant session to enter the chat room. Here is the message histories as well as the new messages. We can now respond the publisher with our own messages. The last feature of our application is checking the nearby list, which is using the GPS sensor to locate us. As we can see, maybe the medical center is the nearest building, and we press the nearby list and we enter into the medical building centers list. We can also check the item detail or even start a chat with the publisher. This is the same function with the item details entered through the building activity. The last thing is to check the personal profile. If some users are willing to reset its password, it is also available. Just press the reset password button and re-enter your new password. Notice that this can only work when you have successfully logged in. After you have done this, you are supposed to log in again. So this time, if you want to log in with your former password, basically it is not successful. What you need is to type your new password and you can finally log in successfully. These are all the features of our mobile applications. In the final of our video, let's just have a look of our database. We use the Firebase as our database in the backend, and let's have a see. Totally, we use 3 parts of the Firebase, and the first one is called the authentication. This database is related to our users. For example, if a user is signing up or signing in or even resetting his password, this database will be updated immediately. Then let's go to the database. And in the first type of the database, it is called the Cloud File Store. And in this type of database, we stored all the building information and the item information. Building information includes the building's name and its longitude and latitude, because we need to join markers on the map, so we store all this information for each building. And for the item details, they are stored in a specific building database. For example, let's have a see at the medical building. And there's only one item recorded here. It is published by the user named Rain. And this item is his mouse. Yeah, he lost his mouse and he uploaded his mouse image, and even he leaves his information of his contact number. This is all the information stored in this type of database. Next. This is the real-time database, and in this database we stored all the information of the messages and the history of messages here. In each session contains 2 users. These users are participants in this session. We use the user ID 1 and user ID 2 to specify who are the users here. And the username 1 and username 2 is just basically for the display. And the content of the user are stored in this history. It includes the content, the sender's name, and the timestamp. The timestamp is for our application to display the whole history of the messages in a right time order. And this is all the message information of our database. Thanks for your watching.